We got a lot to get to today. F1 is going on in Montreal. And since it'll be like a normal start time in Canada, right? Like it won't be like 4 a.m. or whatever. So I'm going to watch and I want to bet on it, even though I know nothing about F1.
I think it starts at 1, right?
Yeah,
I haven't even looked.
I think so. It's 1 o'clock or noon, but it's going to be beautiful because last week in Azerbaijan started at 5. I PVR'd it. Still woke up earlier than I normally would to watch it, but yeah, it'll be nice to just kind of not have to worry about avoiding. And again, last week, I'm like, I'm going to avoid all my books, my sports books, because I did some betting. I'm going to avoid DraftKings. Accidentally open Twitter and see who won. Probably I was 10 laps in. Ridiculous. So it'll be nice to have it at our proper time.
Mm-hmm. Said on the show last week that Max would win too, so that was nice.
Yes, you did.
It was a nice little boost. Yeah, yes, 12 start, noon start in Edmonton.
What about Liam, what's going on with Ferrari? They just cannot stop fucking themselves over. It is shocking.
It's weird. And I think we spoke about it off air a little bit, but it's like they just don't know how to win.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have that like mentality yet of like, because what was it? 2 weeks ago, they had the pit stop thing where both of them came in at the same time. Mm-hmm. Now the cars aren't even finishing races. Even like Alfa Romeo was a Ferrari engine. And they were out with one racer. Haas had one too. Like, I don't know. It seems like Ferrari's just back to their old ways where the last couple of years, they just can't compete with Red Bull and even Mercedes. Like, the car isn't good, but somehow Russell's every single week is finishing top 5. Literally every single week.
He's finding a way to get it done.
Yeah, he's figuring it out. And big race from Gasly this week too. That was nice to see. It's always good to see someone different just kind of climb up to the top a little bit.
Yeah, totally. It was like, again, in my DraftKings for last week, I did 2 different lineups. One where I was kind of more heavy on Red Bull and obviously it did well, but then I had another one where I was heavier on Ferrari, and just to have both guys not finish and both guys is because their engine failed. It's wild what's going on with Ferrari right now.
Especially with like when they are racing, they look unbeatable. Like I can't remember what race it was a couple of weeks ago. Maybe it was the other Italian race when Leclerc was like 20 seconds ahead of everybody.
He was running away with it. That was 2 weeks ago. So or I guess 3 weeks ago. So 2 of the last 3 races for F1, Leclerc had a sizable lead in first place and didn't even finish.
Yeah. And like, honestly, to bring it back to betting a little bit, if you want to bet on like qualifying to finish pole, like Leclerc's probably your best bet right now because he finishes first every single week.
He's just collecting poles en masse, but like, it's got to be so frustrating for him to he gets the pole position and then can't do anything with it. Not through any fault of his own either, whether it's the weird pit stop from a few weeks ago. That was in Monaco, I believe. And then just both cars not finishing this past week in Azerbaijan. That's no good. No good.
Yeah. It's nothing on him. I'm just pulling it up now. I'm curious to see what the odds are for a Ferrari to be the first car to retire.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Happening so often now. First construction retirement, Ferrari's plus 750. And they're like middle of the pack. They're Alfa Romeo 700, Aston Martin is 600, Williams is 550, and Haas is 500. Ferrari should not be in that group at all.
No, not at all.
Like, so right above, like AlphaTauri is the books are saying AlphaTauri and Alpine have better chances of finishing the race than Ferrari does right now.
Like obviously they both didn't finish, but having both of your racers lose to Nicholas Latifi just cannot feel good.
I don't even know racing, and I know that's bad.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't get worse than not finishing whatsoever. And then also Checo Perez leapt into second place in the standings as well. So we got Red Bull 1-2 there as well for the championship.
Yeah, and like it's kind of funny because at the start of the season, after that first race, there's 4 Red Bull cars on the track, and 3 of them didn't finish, and everyone was questioning them. And now they're 1-2 in the championship, and Gasly just finished top 6 in a race. Mm-hmm. You know, and now all the attention's on Ferrari. Like, it'll be a big race this weekend for Ferrari to see how they do in Canada, and I'm excited. Like we said off the start, I'm excited to watch a race not at 7 o'clock in the morning and, you know, actually have a day of being able to watch a pre-show will be nice for once too.
Yeah, it will be. It'll be really nice to just kind of a little Sunday fun day, and then that means also the qualifying on Saturday will be at a reasonable time to watch. So
Yeah,
it's a good weekend of racing coming up.
although I do have a big zoo day on Saturday, so I don't know if I'll be able to watch the qualifying.
Are you going to the Edmonton Zoo?
No, I'm going to the Calgary Zoo.
Much superior zoo. Less superior city, more superior zoo.